Hi guys, so today we are test driving the Ram 1500 EcoDiesel in a Rebel trim. This is actually the first time that Ram has included a diesel truck in the Rebel trim. Now, personally, this is actually one of my favorite designs because it's kind of a more sporty look to it. So if I were to get a truck, that's definitely what I'm looking for as well as a utility truck, which with this diesel engine, it's now combined both. Let's go ahead and take a look.
So we're right in the middle of launching the all-new 2020 Ram EcoDiesel. This is the third generation of EcoDiesel engines for us. We initially launched this product in 2014, the first of the automakers to have a modern light-duty diesel. What distinguishes the Ram is its capability. It's the most powerful at 480 pound-feet of torque, and it's the most capable with more than 12,500 pounds of towing. The consumer benefits from fuel efficiency as well. This truck gets 29 miles per gallon in 4x4 configurations and an amazing 32 miles per gallon highway in 4x2. What's amazing about the truck is its range. We're talking about more than 1,000 miles. Can you imagine going across the entire breadth of the state of Texas without filling up? That's more than enough fuel to get you through a week or a week and a half of daily commuting. This is amazing and a claim that no other truck can make. So this sort of technology is transparent to the buyer. What you really learn to love is that it's quiet technology. It's quiet inside the cab, it's quiet outside the cab. This is not the diesel engines of 20 years ago. It's quiet, the cab is the quietest and the largest in the segment. So if you're using your truck for work or you're using it to haul the family, you've got all of the benefits of great fuel efficiency, great ride and handling, great interior space, and really smart storage solutions. The Ram is a really great all-around package, regardless of whether you're using it, again, to haul the family or to haul the crew.
So getting into the Ram Rebel 1500 with the EcoDiesel, you can barely hear the diesel aspect that you typically do with bigger trucks. That makes it such a great feature for people that want the advantages of the diesel but don't want typically louder noise of a diesel. It does have the power though. You can definitely feel the kicking in of the torque from your typical diesel powered engine on a truck or just any vehicle, but it feels comfortable. One of the great things about it as well, the seats are amazing. You have cool feature like being able to move the pedals back and forth. So that was something that, you know, if you're not the tallest of people, or if you are a taller person and you want to maybe get a couple more inches further down, then it's easier for you to fit in a truck like this. Now, I'm not used to driving a big vehicle, as you know, our vehicles are usually smaller that we test drive, but this feels easy to drive. It's not something where I'm struggling, we're seeing blind spots. The mirrors are very well placed. You'll also have the wider sort of fisheye looking mirrors, you know, little attachments on the side, and it feels like a normal truck. But you still get the advantages of having 1,000-mile range. That's insane. You could go literally across Texas and on one tank. That's unheard of. The efficiency on this is incredible, and I think Ram has gotten it. They're really moving towards, you know, obviously having fuel efficiency in mind, but also practicality. Yeah, it's a little bit more on the price range, but I mean, how many times do you have your return on investment on a vehicle? Rarely ever. And with this being a diesel truck, you definitely will get that, because, you know, when you're going for a truck, if you want to haul something, you want to have that diesel power that trucks, you know, you're wanting to always get. The other thing as well is it's great and comfortable enough to be an everyday driving truck. So we hear these terms like mall crawlers, and this does it, but in a not in a negative way. It works well. It's comfortable. We're going through some of these twisty turns, and the roads aren't the most stable, and there's a couple of potholes, and it's soaking them up. Not a problem. And like I said, you definitely have the diesel power. Now, you guys know how big fans I am of touchscreens. I hate them because you'll have fingerprints, but this screen on this Ram is making me change my mind. It's massive. It really helps out with being able to visually see everything. It's within reach, which is a great thing. A lot of times you're having to really stretch out to get a hold of, you know, the button that you're wanting to press, but this has such a massive screen, and you're able to have able to multitask. You're able to have even your climate controls are on here, even though you have actual physical knobs for them, but it just works in this truck. Also, you know, we have the technology with some of these trucks, making them super comfortable to be an everyday ride. So that's something I do appreciate, that you can have one vehicle that can do it all, but it can do it all very well. So that's something that I think Ram has nailed with this massive screen, and it makes me want to touch the screen because it's so big, very bright. So even though it's not bright today, but I can tell that it wouldn't be an issue with you know, very bright sunlight. So it's definitely a great added feature to the truck. The gear selector, so you have that knob that has, you know, it looks like a radio knob, and it's fine. It works well. I mean, it does the job. I think it cleans it up, gives you more area for the middle here, where you can put cups, you can put you know, your phone. It has a nice little compartment, so it definitely has a lot of space taken away from your typical center knob, or the center gear selector that you would have in a typical car. When we come to the back of the Ram, we have actually some really cool things. Yeah, we're hearing about that tailgate war that all these brands are having, but this is actually pretty neat. So I can open it up, and it comes down very smoothly. It actually is dampened, so it doesn't just slam down. These aren't the trucks of 20 years ago where you had to have a very heavy tailgate, and as soon as you opened it, that sucker's coming down. So it actually is very light, and when all I have to do is just barely put it up, not much effort, which is great for someone that doesn't have the strength really to push up a really heavy gate. Now, there's a little secret compartment there, or a little door opening, which lets you actually split the tailgate in two. So it makes things easier if you don't want to have something kind of at the bottom, which makes it a little bit more difficult to kind of push things in. So this has it already where you could split the tailgate, and it actually has this part as well. That is pretty awesome. So, you know, if you want to put your wheels in here for the racetrack, it's easier to load things up with the tailgate out of the way. So there you have it, a quick run of the Ram 1500 EcoDiesel. It has the best of both worlds of what I like in a truck. It's got the utility of a power with the diesel engine, and it has the looks to it that the Rebel trim offers. Take care, guys.